Weird things happen every day. Sometimes we do find an explanation for it, and it sometimes doesn't matter how hard we think. We are able to figure out nothing. These things aren't just weird, but also really creepy. And if you like to know what these creepy things could be, then join us today in this video. Today we are going to talk about 9 incidents that would definitely creep you out. So let's get started. Our dogs love to play with us, but how would you react if they started playing with a ghost? In this video, you can see this dog is playing in the backyard. The owner of this dog is the one who filmed this clip. You can see that in this clip, the dog jumps up and down and runs here and there, like he is playing with someone. You can also see the dog playfully chasing someone. It looks like the dog is playing with someone that he knows. At one point, you can also see a slight gray shadow going somewhere. Now this is quite a mysterious video, as there is nothing spooky about it, but it's definitely a creepy one. The next clip is of an abandoned psychiatric asylum. Some ghost hunters were there to find out what was going on, but what they saw made them freak out. They were at the corner of a corridor when suddenly something happened. It was something that none of them were expecting. Suddenly, they get attacked. It was like they made the ghost that was living there angry. There was a huge sound like thunder struck the ground. And the worst case scenario also came true. Their device was not able to pick up anything. This was so scary for the ghost hunters that they decided to leave. They understood that they had made the spirit angry, and it would be fool's play to stay there. The next clip is from a castle in England. There were some visitors inside that castle who were shooting a video. While shooting a video, they heard something. They heard someone walking down the stairs. But when they went there to see what it was, they were not able to see anything. And then suddenly, they saw something. Something that blew their mind. They saw a shadow walking down the stairs, and they even caught it on camera. But the scary part is that there was no one present. It was just a shadow that was walking down the stairs. After the shadow came down the stairs, it started walking in the hallway next to the stairs. And these people were not able to see anything, but they were just able to see the shadow of a person who was walking in the hallway. These people were also able to hear weird noises, and soon enough, that shadow disappeared into the dark of the hallway. And as soon as that shadow disappeared, the lights started flickering. So, if you like visiting old castles, I want to ask you, do you want to visit one now? This video was recorded on a CCTV camera of a house. We can see that there is an electrician who is quite occupied with his work, and when he turns around to face the wall and his back is against the ladder, we can see that the ladder starts moving. It seems like there is someone who is pulling the ladder. As soon as the electrician heard the ladder, he turned back, and then he thought he must be imagining things, so he went back to his work. And then again, he heard the ladder moving. He looked back, and then again he thought it was his imagination. He then picked up the ladder and put it back in its place, and started his work again. After a while, the same thing happened, and this time he saw it. It freaked him out. Well, anyone would get scared if something like that happened in front of their eyes. Now, this video is from a house that is haunted. The owner was having several suspicions, so he finally installed a camera in his kitchen, and what he recorded was something that would creep him out. As you can see in the video, the drawers on the right side swung open on their own, and they got closed on their own. And after a brief interval, the drawers on the left swung open, and then the drawer on the right also swung open. It looked like someone was opening these drawers, but no one was in the kitchen. After a while, you can see that the forks and spoons from these drawers started falling on the ground. Now this was really spooky, and when there is no one in the kitchen, then it is pretty obvious who is doing it. Now, this is not a ghost clip, but something out of fiction, but it made it on the list because it was really creepy. The next video is from Poland. This video was recorded secretly. Poland's government found something mysterious in a lake, and they sent a few scientists to see what the thing actually was. As soon as the authorities got the information about the thing, they sealed the whole area. No one was allowed to enter the area, but this man somehow was able to record this video. In this video, you can see that the figure was something quite weird. Its top half was like a human, and the bottom half was like a fish. Does that ring a bell? Yep, it looked like a mermaid. No one knows where it came from or where the authorities took it. To this date, the authorities never even accepted that an incident like this happened, All they said about this incident was that it was a drill, and it's really creepy if you look at it. The next clip is from Nigeria. It was recorded in the evening when two people were sitting at a cafe, and one of them was recording the road. And then he suddenly noticed something out of the blue. He saw a white figure floating in the air. As soon as he saw that, he called a few more people to see this. Now this figure was completely white. They were able to see it for 1 second, and then it disappeared and then reappeared again. It can also be seen that this figure had a wing-like structure, but none of them were able to figure out what this thing was. It was quite a huge figure, and then it was also able to go through traffic. And then, it went inside the building that was right across the street. Most of the people that were there saw it, and then it suddenly disappeared into thin air. Now in this clip, you can see two ghost hunters that have just encountered a ghost. They were in a haunted house, and they were hoping to find something that would intrigue their mind, and then finally, they found it. You can see that the cups and plates are fall out to the ground, but there's actually no one who is throwing them. At first, a cup falls on the ground, and they check for a reading on their device, but they were not seeing any reading on it. Then you see a plate flying up in the air and then falling back on the ground. Then suddenly, the device started picking up something. Then the ghost hunter asks the spirit to show itself, and it suddenly throws a cup at him. Not what it was, we have no idea. We like to be fit, and for that we all go to the gym and work out. But maybe after this video, you would like to take a rest day. This video is from a gym. The gym was completely empty except for this one guy who was stretching himself out before he started to work out. But while he was stretching, we could see the equipment behind him started swinging. And after that, we could also see that the light of the nearby section went off. Now this would scare anyone off, but this guy had no clue about it as he was stretching. Then the guy starts walking towards the other side of the room, but that is when he notices an exercise ball rolling on its own. This was something that creeped this guy out, and he decided to leave the gym. But as soon as he tried to run away, he fell down, and then we could see something that started pulling him. Now, this is something that would absolutely freak someone out. These were the horrifying videos that we were able to find. Now, are these videos real, or is it just some camera trick? I will leave that to you to decide. Do let us know your opinion in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.